Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading with me, Melissa Joy. They are really talking about cleaning out the clutter. And I don't just mean stuff. I mean mindsets and whatever else, patterns, habits, rituals, routines, maybe even jobs, maybe even people, maybe even parts of yourself. Because you're like, this is me. And you start looking closer. You're like, wait a second. Kind of like The Nightmare Before Christmas. Who's the girl in there? But you start noticing you're stitched together and you're like, is this even my arm? And you start recognizing, no, that's not how I like to do things. I actually like this. I actually enjoy that. If you're somebody who is always like tried and true and strong and steady, but you're someone who really likes to just fly by the seat of your pants sometimes because it gives you a certain thrill, and then things seem to just start falling into place and working out for you, trust that. Trust that. Okay, Aquarius, so let's Page of Cups, capybara, the largest of the rodents. So there's a stubborn quality of that going on. Of maybe crumbing, bumming, slumming, low ending, couch surfing, staying small, like fishbowl versus lake versus ocean versus river. You see what I mean? Big fish, small pond, that type of thing, because that's not actually who you are. And you're a peaceable creature, friend. You don't have to, you have your own food source. You have your own food source that comes from an inner flashlight, an inner lamplight, your heart light. They have a new song to sing, and your blessings are the winds have changed. The winds have changed, and it's washing away. They're talking about that patriarchal background. I'm not talking about just men, y'all. I am talking about formats, all right? Just like if you set your printer up for something, you set it up for a particular format. That is what we were talking about here that is going on. And it's had something to do with like this rigidity in your spine of like holding yourself back, a lot of it because society, think like Salem witch trials, those type of things. I'm not just talking about witchcraft, y'all. I'm talking about those of us who say strange things that people are like, girl, what's nasty? I'm like, that's a word. I'm like, it was when it's pestilent, nasty, irritating, bothering you type stuff. That type of thing. But they're talking about let your magic fly. Let your freak flag fly, because it's your spirit. Your spirit is a freshness to our air. It doesn't have to have this earthen practicality of looking like, I've accomplished that rat race. I'm top dog. I am head honcho. I am whatever else. Because the thing is life still happens outside of that construct. And that impacts how you feel about who you are, how you're doing, that type of thing. That's why they want you to begin with how you feel, with your spirit. Follow your feels, friend. So let me jump over there, and they said, oh, get on that moon first. So it says take time to what? Breathe out. Disseminating moon, because, well, that's when the wind blows, is when you, they're saying don't stress, bless. Because when we exhale out of our mouth, we are releasing energies from ourselves. There's this big overarching theme about cleaning out. Remember those old energies and whatever else. So as you've cleaned them out, when you breathe in and you exhale, what is coming into this world is you. It's no longer the stresses and the depressions and the oppressions and the conditions and the restrictions and whatever else. All the like crust and dust and lint coming in and out. This is about pneuma, life-giving breath. Think about like the great blue whale. They swim around the ocean with their mouth open. Now, mind you, they're mammals. So picture us here on up above ground with our mouths up as we're breathing in. We are taking in life-giving particles that we can't even see, just like they do, like the plankton. They're here to teach us that breathing in and out is a powerful life force. So the word is pronounced force, but it's P-H-O-S. It's force, but that's how it's pronounced. just like phosphorus or phosphorescence. It's life-giving power to your plants. It's saying, step out your comfort zone. That's why they're saying, let your freak flag fly. Let the true essence of who you are be exhaled in the environment around you. And people gonna know where it's coming from, because that is a rare quality in this day and age. Now we're gonna step into a time where it is more common. So thank goodness. But get on that front edge, that front curve, and help bring that wave of vitality in for us. Okay, friend? I see you already jumping out. A time for healing, the balsamic moon, something that is cured. It takes the grapes and the wine, and it lets it move past the wine and move into the vinegar, because vinegar has its own place in season and in flavor. And some places, man, they age that stuff 20, 25, 50, 75 years. And the longer it ages, the more concentrated it gets and syrupy it gets, even as dense as honey, right? And just a few drops can flavor an entire amount, where something that has been aged less, it will take massive quantities of it. So that's why they're talking about, you Aquarius, just a little dabble, do you? Like real extract, real perfume, eau de parfum, it just takes a dot and a dab, because it's so essential. Who you are, who you are is so essential. Who you are is so essential. This is the amethyst wand, here to clear out that old and to vibrate in your new. What? This carnelian energy of this heart. Look at that crystalline heart right there. Yes, that's your love. Kiss yourself, James Brown. Mwah, mwah. That's right. Bring it on in, friend. Your balsamic moon. I am voting for that. So let's jump on a couple more over here. We're going to see who this animal energy at the bottom right now. It says rhinoceros, be strong and courageous. I'm saying that's old day, old way. You're not having to hold two entities together anymore. You're not having to keep the halves of the brain together anymore. You see it as a brain, not halves of the brain. You see it as the world, not hemispheres. You see it as people, not races. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there is no competition, right? No one has your identity but you. That's why you don't have to identify. Because when you identify, you quantify. And when you do that, you limit. Be who you are. Am who you are. Live it. Breathe it. Because you are in constant gestation and growth and development and genesis and process and whatever else. That's not your job to be all scientific about that. We're in this modern era where the self-helping and the breaking it down really kept us needy. And sometimes greedy, having to get off on this and that, read this book and get your advice and whoever and whatever and all that kind of stuff. That's what this channel is about, is empowering you to wake up to your golden stuff coming on in. Oh, it came on out by itself. Oh my God, how is this happening? It happened in Capricorn too. Look at that. Golden self, look at this. No more stubborn ass, no more. Youthful, free, strong, creative, communicative, loving, adorable. That means coming from a place of adoration. When you so adore who you are, it makes you adorable. Okay? If you are an interesting person, it's because you're interested, right? You can't separate funny from funny bone. It's the whole dollar. The whole dollar make it spin. The whole dollar make it spin. Your whole self, okay, friend? You don't have to quantify yourself. That's why that rhinoceros bullshit is off the page. It's like, keep your heart open no matter what. Because your heart's not, you're like, what if there's trouble? Well, your heart's not open to other people. It is protected. It is divinely protected. And now, the piece of wisdom they told me the other day is, if you begin to overshare or over communicate or explain or drain, those type of things, that's when the energy is off. So I'd say stop yourself, pull it back in and go, hey, what's going on here? And you might realize that, wait, I feel less than because I've been this oddball. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me, holding this energy in for so long and just having to exhale out all the stress, get rid of all the pressure, all the ways of the world, because that doesn't suit me, because I am this cosmic thing that floats around like this and zings around like that. But once you clear all that out, you'll find this is who you are. And that is a powerful protector. All right. And so your heart can always stay open instead of keeping your mind open, which is where all detritus, that means all the waste product of all of nature, comes falling down in there. And if it's having to do with some human nature, that might be some bat guano that you don't be wanting, trying to paint your eyes so you don't cry. We get one more card for you, friend, before I let you go. Down at the bottom, the Knight of Pentacles. Talking about flower power coming on in. Because you need a flower to get the fruit, and you need the fruit to taste the juice. All right, we got the Eight of Pentacles coming on in. Ooh, you've been storing up for a minute. All your colors, look at that. Bring it from the dark into delight. Not the delight. Whose delight? Your delight. All right, that's like talking about having your heart open, because it's where it births out into the world. When you feel safe and secure, when you know who you are and what you're here for, that and you delight yourself in living and taking up your space because it's yours. And when you don't, other things see it and can have right and access to it. And not like you have to squat it. It's just yours because you take inventory of it, meaning you love and appreciate all that is you. Not ignoring or saving for a rainy day or tucking it away. No, bringing it all forward into the present now. Living and breathing it. Because otherwise you've just taken on too much. You're trying to live 3 weeks from now and 3 years from now, and you're holding it now and this and that, whatever. And so it's like having a bunch of pieces of music all scrambled together that after a while it's not music anymore. It's just a bunch of noise. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you with that, Aquarius. I hope it suits you well. You could give me a thumbs up, jump on this joy train, and subscribe, friends. Subscribe to Joy of the World, my channel here. And you can also leave me comments and compliments down below. I love to hear from you. I am wishing you well and blessings and no more stress, friend. Breathe in and breathe out your juicy divine self into your world all around you. Fertilize it with your essence. I love you. Bye.